Hi everyone, welcome to the Noble Strength channel. My name is Audrey and today I'm here to give you an update on the use of the vibration plate, or I should say lack thereof. I have not been using my vibration plate for a couple of months now, and I'm here to tell you why. These are several things that I wish I had known before using the vibration plate, and I hope that it will be beneficial to you. And the reason why I'm talking about it sooner rather than later is because on my last update video, someone made a comment and said that they had experienced nerve damage after using the vibration plate. And so here I am to tell you, yes, I've experienced some nerve damage or nerve irritation. I'm not sure what the proper term should be in using the vibration plate, but I feel like I played a tremendous role in why that happened by misusing the vibration plate and not using it as it should. So I'm here to tell you the things that I learned in this process. So first of all, how did I get this injury or this kind of nerve irritation is because I was using the vibration plate daily, and I put it on the highest level of intensity and kept it there for longer than I should. So the vibration plate that I has these different ranges of intensity that you can use. So you have your low, your medium, and your high. And the high range goes up to like 99. And I put it all the way up there, and I was doing my squats on it at that level. And you got to remember, when it's vibrating in this manner, from like up down, like a seesaw manner, and it's going very, very fast. And I did that doing squats on it for a longer period than I should have. It's important that you read your vibration book manual. That is so very important. I have the Life Pro vibration plate, and it does have, you know, guidelines on how you should exercise, and it's recommended that you do, you know, small intervals, maybe 15 to 20 minutes max, and that you alternate between your intensity and you don't stay at a high level of intensity very long. So it gives you a gauge and a guide for going by. And I did not stick with those. Not sure why. I have sometimes this mindset that more is better. If I go more intense for longer, it's better. And that is not always the case. You really should go strictly by the manual. And prior to doing getting a vibration plate, definitely do your research, which I feel like the proper way to research is to not just look for the benefits of something, but also look to see what are the side effects to something, so that you can be well rounded in your information that you get. I did not really look into what the side effects might be. I was only looking for the benefits, and that's what sold me on, you know, getting the vibration plate. And I feel like you should do your due diligence in researching everything. And since I had the intensity up so high and I was doing it every day, I experienced some discomfort in my hip, but I only experienced it at nighttime. So evidently it affected a nerve that was only having pressure on it when I was lying down or reclining in my bed. So that was the only time that I had discomfort. Now the pain was not an excruciating pain. It was a very dull kind of, I don't know, nagging type of pain. I've never experienced any kind of pain like that before. So it wasn't the type of pain that made you want to cry, or, you know, just made you, I don't know, feel like you just couldn't take it. It was one of those kind of, I wish it would go away type pains, if that's the way to describe it. And it was on my side. It felt like it was in my hip or underneath my hip, like right underneath where your thigh meets your lower buttocks area. So that's where I was experiencing it. And So I have one side that's not having any issues, and then all of a sudden I have this side that's having that dull, achy pain. And it only happened after I had done that high intensity workout for that long period of time. I immediately felt the effects that day, that night when I went to bed. And that lingered and lingered, and I kept wondering what went wrong, what happened. And of course I didn't get on the vibration plate because I didn't want to irritate it. And I felt like the only thing that I had changed in my routine was the level of intensity. And so that's what I attribute it to. And I was not getting good sleep at night, and I resorted to taking some over the night pain meds. So I was taking this over the counter medication, all night pain relief, nighttime sleep aid, just so that I could get some rest because I was not getting sleep. And I also started using this Aspirin cream. It says numbs away pain, fast acting, targets nerves. So I was using this as well, but I was trying not to use the pain medication every night because it says non-habit forming, but you know, when you're not one who takes medicine or doesn't like taking medicine, it's not something that you want to do regularly. So I would take it maybe 2 or 3 times in a week, and I would not be on it because I wanted to see if my body was recovering, and there was no way to know that if I was, you know, taking the pain medicine. So I am happy to say that after 2.5 months, it does seem to be getting better. Now, since, you know, having that injury, I also went to the chiropractor because, like I said, I wasn't sure if it was my back, what was going on, even though it was on my side and kind of underneath the buttocks area. He did some x-rays, and on the x-rays, he said, your hips are fine. I don't see any fractures. I don't see any like signs of osteoarthritis or any type of wearing away in the joints. Your hips are perfect, he said. So I wasn't having, it's not arthritis, it's not like anything wrong with my ligaments or anything like that. So it had to be the nerves. So I then looked up information online, seeing if there was any correlation to nerve damage and vibration plates. And I did find a quantitative research article, and I will link that in the description box below. But there had been some evidence of people in the military who had long exposure to vibration having different nerve issues. And so they did long-term studies on mice and the effects of vibration on the nervous system, and there was a link to there being damage to the peripheral nervous system. And so if you want to read that article, like I said, I will leave it in the links below. I'm not here to dive deep into that report, but just here to state that there are some links to long-term vibration to the nervous system, the peripheral nervous system. So having known that, I was pretty confident to say that it was my nerves that were affected by not using the vibration plate correctly. So when you're using it, they recommend that you don't use the vibration plate more than 2 to 3 times a week, and use it at the recommended length of time, which is 15 to 20 minutes, and alternate between your intensity levels. And if you have any type of back injuries, heart conditions, don't use the vibration plate. Consult your doctor first. And if you're pregnant, of course, don't use it until you consult your doctor. I don't think it's even recommended that you use it at all if you have any of those conditions, but definitely consult your doctor prior to using it. And so, yes, you read the guide, do your research, not just for the benefits, but also for the side effects. Use it as recommended. Don't use it at high intensity for long periods of time because it may result in nerve damage. But I do recommend using it, but using it properly. So this is not a video to say don't go out and get a vibration plate. Once I completely heal, I will start back using mine, but I will be using it in the right way. I think it has a lot of good benefits. There's more research showing that there are benefits from using the vibration plate than not. So just use it wisely and as directed. There's one more thing. When using the vibration plate, I recommend wearing your shoes at all times, wearing your sneakers or whatever. In the beginning, I would oftentimes get on barefoot, and I did also notice some nerve damage on underneath my right foot. Whenever I would walk, I would have these strange sensations out of nowhere in the bottom of my foot. So please use it as recommended. It does say to use your shoes, wear your shoes when using the vibration plate. It will give an even distribution of the vibration throughout your body. And like I say, you can avoid having the issues that I had. So wear your shoes. Don't use it at the high intensity for long periods of time, and give yourself a rest between your workouts. It's also recommended that you do a 48-hour rest period between your usage. So if you're going to work out with it, wait a couple of days, then do your next workout, then wait a couple of days. So I guess that's why it's recommended that you only work out 2 to 3 times a week. And that's all I have for you, and I will give you more updates in the healing process and how I use it after I am completely healed. But you can still get some of those same benefits through, walking, jogging, and running, if you're able to. So it mimics the effects of you doing those activities. But you guys take care. Remember to be a good steward of all that God has given you, because He loves us so much. I love you too, and I will see you real soon. Bye.